added charges of armed criminal action, which is usually using a weapon during the course of committing a crime. In this case, it was the BB gun, and those are felonies, if I recall. I think they carry 3 to 15 years that are in addition to any other sentences that she could serve. So actually, obviously, a considerable amount of time if the judge decided that she should serve the maximum or even have to serve prison sentences on any of those. That armed criminal action actually adds a lot of time on top of a conviction, so it could be easily into the double digits.
Really? Like double digits for each charge or just all together? Like what are we thinking?
It
5,
could,
10, 15?
in theory, obviously, it could get into over 10 years. If you're looking at something 1 to 7 years, and then you add another 3 to 15 on top of whatever that sentence is, then it could get into over 10 years of sentence. I can't imagine that would happen in a situation like this, but it certainly is a possibility, and that's one of the things that the judge would have to inform her about when she's in court of what the potential punishment in her case could be.
Action and domestic assault.
So domestic assault is usually just that there is some kind of assault, there's some kind of offensive touching to someone who you're either in a relationship with or a household member. So in this case, it's her kids who live in her house. So that would be a domestic assault. The armed criminal action is almost like a sentencing enhancement provision that just says if there was a weapon used during the course of the crime, then it could enhance, and it adds another charge to where there's extra years that gets added on top of it. Most of the time you see these like in, drive-by shootings or murder cases or, aggravated robberies where a gun is used, or a carjacking and a gun is used, and it adds extra time on top of it because a gun was used. Normally you don't see these kind of things for BB guns, although, technically under the law, I guess that's something that the prosecutor decided they could charge. Whether they actually go forward with that at the end of the day would be a different issue.
And there are multiple charges for each child, correct?